Hi, welcome to Mythical Cavern. It is Tarot Thursday. We did miss Magical Monday this week, but we will be back this next Monday for another Magical Monday, so make sure you tune in then and make sure that you like, subscribe, and everything else on YouTube and on our Facebook, Mythical Cavern. So last week we talked about the first half of the Major Arcana, the first 11 cards of the Major Arcana in the Tarot, and the Fool's Journey. Tonight we are going to go through the second half of that journey. So the first half, if you remember, we started with the Fool, which can be 0 or it can be 22. And then we went to the Magician and High Priestess, and then we went to the Emperor and Empress, and we went to the Lovers and the Chariot, and all of the first half of the Major Arcana we have gone through. And that first half is, if we were to write a story, that is our characters and our setting. So make sure that you know that that's like our characters and our settings. And now we're going to get into the second half. And the second half is the obstacles. This is the conflict and resolution cards of the Major Arcana. So let's get into some conflict today and explore the last 11 cards of the Major Arcana. So our first card tonight is card number 11, and that is Justice. And the Justice card is our fair card, but you need to look closely and see that there is no emotion in this card. There's no water. So remember that justice is about being fair and presenting fact, not getting emotional in this card. So the next card, number 12, is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man, as you can see, is upside down and he's tied to a tree. But he has a halo around his head and a little smirk or smile on his face. And so this card is about changed perception and keeping a cool head even when you're in a sticky situation, because heat rises, so cool air lowers, and so he's keeping a cool head down here, even though he is tied to a tree and in a sticky situation. So number 13 is the bad number 13 and the scary card to a lot of people, and that is because it is death. Death does not mean physical death. Death means change, because in the metaphysical world, we don't believe that when we die, that's it. There's no more us. It means that our energy moves and we transform into a different thing. We believe that our life as we know it, we are the caterpillar, and when we transform, we become the butterfly. And so that's really what the death card is. It's just representing change. So it's just a change in life. Number 14 is Temperance. And Temperance is another fair card. It's like the Justice card, only this one, the angel is in water and on land. So this is about the balance between emotion and physical. So this is your physical balance versus your emotional balance. This is your finding your zen and your place within your entire world. So that is Temperance. So the next card is another scary card. It is the Devil card. Now, the Devil card does not mean devil like Christians perceive the devil to mean. It means that you need to decide whether you're going to sin or not. So picture this as the devil on your shoulder, like that metaphysical thing with the angel and the devil on the shoulder, trying to choose what path to take. This is what that devil is. This is the devil that is trying to maybe tell you to drink one more drink, or that this might be a good idea, and it's just about weighing those choices. So that's what the devil in tarot actually means, is weighing your choices. It's not devil as in, you're a sinner, you're going to hell, or anything like that. Number 16, the scariest card in all of tarot is the Tower. The Tower is the scariest card because if you look, it looks like it is based on the Tower of Babel from the Bible, and it's basically God's power knocking you down. The universe is knocking you down, and there's nothing you can do. It comes on sudden, it comes on fierce. This is the blind-sided card of all cards. This is the card that nobody wants, but it doesn't have to be bad. It just means rebuilding. It's time to rebuild. And sometimes when you're in the rubble and you're in the middle of, you're at the bottom of that tower and you've just fallen and you are looking up and there is nothing but bricks for miles and that's all you see, it just means that you're in a really dark place, but you can always find a way out. And that's really what the Tower is. It's just that sudden, unexpected change, and it's a scary card. And it's scary even for people who are into tarot. So hopefully it doesn't come up in one of your readings. But if it does, it just means it's time to rebuild. Number 17 is the Star. And after we've just gone through the Devil, and we've gone through the Tower, and we just went through Death a few cards back, the Star is your shining, wish upon a star. This is your hope. This is your wish. This is that card that says that dreams will come true if you wish upon a star. Okay, so now we move on to the Moon, and the Moon is really about your intuition, but it can be a bad card because it just means being wary. So that wolf may be a werewolf. We don't know. That what looks good in the sunlight, maybe it doesn't look so good in moonlight. Those shadows that are lurking and everything else in the moonlight may not be a good thing. So it's just about trusting your intuition and being wary of decisions whenever this one comes up. It just means that you need to trust those feelings, and like we said a few weeks ago, the very first week, that intuition is just knowing when to change your environment to protect your nature, and that's the Moon card, just helping you along. Time to change that environment, maybe. So now we have the Sun. The Sun is happiness. This is a good card. This is that center vortex like we talked about when we did our chakras. Sunshine gives you energy, and it is happiness, and it is bright, and everything is great. So after all of that conflict, we are now out of that conflict. We are now out of the woods on those horrible, horrible conflict cards, and now we've got sunshine and happiness. So now our 20th card is Judgment, and the Judgment card does not mean the rapture. It does not mean Judgment Day like in the Bible. What it means is that you are beautiful no matter what. Even with all your flaws, you are beautiful, and that sunshine sees you. That God, the angels, they all see you through your flaws, and they see the beauty that you are within, and you just need to trust that you're beautiful even with your flaws, that nobody's perfect. And this is the reminder card that you need to remember that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and that with flaws and all, you are just the way you're supposed to be, and that's beautiful. Our last card is the World card. And the World card is card number 21, and it is our last card in the major arcana. And the World is about transformation. This is the card that says, hell yeah, you did it. It paid off. You already take the bull by the horns and go get it, because you now own the world. You've got the whole world in your hands. When this card comes up, It just is achievements, and all that hard work paid off. That was a trip through the major arcana. So between last week and this week, we have covered all 22 cards of the major arcana. And the major arcana is the universal cards. Those are the cards that we really don't have much say in. It's just like out of our reach cards, whereas the minor arcana is within our reach. And those are the things that we do have more say in, are the minor arcana cards. And so next week on Tarot Thursday, we will start going suit by suit through the cards, and we will be talking about probably we're going to start with wands, because they're the first in the metaphysical, because they're the fire sign, because I'd like to do things based on the zodiac. So we're going to start with wands next week and go through what the wands mean, and go through the king, queen, knight, page, and then the minor pips for the wands. So thank you for joining me today for another Tarot Thursday, and please subscribe, like, comment, and we will see you on Monday for another Magical Monday, and next week for our first suit of the minor arcana, which is wands, here on Tarot Thursday. Love and light. Bye.